Hello everyone. So today I've got two of my very bright students. I have got Samarth Kamath and Mayur Pai. All right, and Samarth is from CS and Mayur is from IS, and both of them have cleared GalaxE Solutions, and now that's a very good product company. So would you please tell a little bit more about it? What is the eligibility? Because many times people are not clear with the eligibility and the designation.
So the eligibility was around 6.5 to 7 CGPA.
6.5 to 7 in the sense?
CGPA, ma'am.
Yeah, so 6.5 CGPA and above.
And above, yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, so 6.75.
Yeah.
So you're talking about percentage, 60% or 6.75. Yeah.
So after that, there was the.
And 10th, 12th, nothing.
10th actually 60%, I guess.
Okay.
10th and 12th it was 60%. And so first round was actually.
And what is the designation? You remember the designation?
Yeah, we are associate developers.
Associate developers.
Yeah.
All right.
So then there are three roles in it. One is Java full stack development, and then .NET developers, and there is one more data engineer.
All right.
So we can choose from these three.
So is there any difference in the packages or anything?
No, the packages are same, but only.
So what did you choose?
I actually chose full stack Java development as my first preference, and the second preference was data engineer.
Okay, and what about you?
It was the same actually. They had told us to actually choose two preferences. So based on that, I happened to choose the full stack one as my first preference because I'm kind of well versed in that field.
All right.
So next happened to be data engineering. So yeah, that was the two choices to make, and then we had to write down the test.
Okay.
So basically, we had kind of 8 sections in the test. So in the first section.
8 sections, is it?
Yeah. So like the first section was divided into 6.
Okay.
So we had questions over data interpretation. That was complete one section actually.
All right.
So data interpretation, then numerical, logical, verbal, RDBMS, and OOPS.
All right. So these are the subjects that you all study.
Yeah, ma'am.
All right.
It's actually based on the whole 4 years of engineering. So
okay, starting from?
Starting from actually second year.
Second year itself. So if you chose something else, the pattern would have been different.
No.
The same pattern for everyone.
Pattern, yeah.
All right. Okay. So so what was there in the first section?
So in first one was all those aptitude and all, and then came the coding rounds. They were,
so how was aptitude? Very little.
Yeah, ma'am. It was like a moderate level, not so difficult. If you can solve some basics problems, and then that would work for you.
So what did they ask in aptitude? I mean, what are the things that they covered? Portion.
Coming to data interpretation, it was like questions over pie chart, bar graphs, or graphical questions.
All right.
So wherein you had to analyze the diagram given and questions were quoted on it. And then numericals were like probability, permutation, combination, percentages, all those sort. Then logical was something sort of a puzzle wherein figures were given and we had to choose odd one out or something of that. Then verbal was basic English, like how we day-to-day communicate with each other.
Okay.
So
everyone says basic English, and many of them they actually clear. They lose out, right? Yes.
So actually, if we go through Aptimitra or some books like that.
Oh, that Aptimitra actually helped, is it?
Yeah.
That's a very simple book, right?
Very small book.
Yeah.
But
I think at least for a beginner that is good, isn't it?
Really.
Okay.
So I actually referred to Aptimitra, so it was very helpful for me. And then coming to the coding rounds, there was one moderate level coding question and there was one easy level question. So in that moderate level, it was like there will be a huge string. In that it will be given like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and there will be some jumbled letters in between D, I, V or something, and then again it will continue the series of the A, B, C, D. So whenever the series ends, there you have to stop the count, like how many letters are there from beginning to that point, and we have to output the number. So what I did is there's a data structure called as a stack. So I put all the letters from Z to 8 into that stack and checked whether the top of the stack is equal to the digit letter which we are searching for. So if that stack is empty, then the count will be stopped and it will be output. So that's how I approached. And the next one was
actually based on arrays.
So even you had the same question.
Yeah, same
everyone
question.
had the same, set
Same
of
question.
questions.
And so how did you also did it the same way?
Yeah, same way.
All right. Why this is the way they teach you, or this is the way
No,
you
ma'am.
know?
This is our interpretation.
All right. But it is faster.
Yeah, it's
and
faster.
you get the right
Yeah.
answer. All right.
So you can actually use different approaches. Like we use the stack approach. You can use array also. You can do a huge array and you
All
can
right.
do that. And
Okay.
So
Many would have done that.
yeah.
Uh-huh. And then
So the next question was on arrays actually. It was a basic one to find minimum of the given elements in the array. So that was pretty easy. And then we had one question over SQL. So 2 tables were given. So out of those 2 tables, we had to perform join operation. And after performing join, the output table was given. So we had to write query in such a manner that we get the output table what they are asking us for.
So the tables, one was student table and one more was the backlog table. So the student will have a backlog associated with them. So whoever has backlog, those students must be output. And based on their name, it should be arranged in an ascending order. So that was the question for us. So we could actually do that.
Okay, so that's a sort of easier question. This is something that you learn in your syllabus?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Which year do you study?
This is in third year.
Third year.
In DBMS.
All right. Okay. And then what else was there?
After this, they sent us mail over that you have been shortlisted, and next round was there were 2 more rounds, which were technical and HR based.
All right.
So technical, my technical interview happened to be like for 30-40 minutes, wherein they asked concepts over whatever we had studied in our curriculum, which were based on OOPS or database management systems. So which we actually have to be focusing from our start itself, like when we are actually studying the concepts of data structures and algorithms or DBMS, even though it's a part of our curriculum, we kind of neglect it or we don't see it in the placement point of view. But I have to make this point that in terms of placement, these are the subjects which actually happen to push you further.
Okay. All right. And so do you feel that the way the exam pattern comes and the way you are asked over here, is it different, or do you feel that if you study the way it's given in the college, that should be good enough?
I think it's enough, ma'am.
It's enough.
Like most of the questions are almost related to the syllabus, and they don't go very deep into the any of the subjects. So I guess when I asked my friends, they told that I was not personally asked any DBMS question. But when I asked my friends, they told like they were asked only till joins.
Okay.
There are concepts like there are so many concepts in DBMS which are not taught to us, but they don't even go through those concepts. So I think if we are very good with the curriculum, then that's enough for us.
That is enough.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And for me, the first round was very different. All were being asked over object-oriented concepts and all. But for me, it was like all over the resume.
Okay. Why you had put so much in your resume?
No. I had tried to keep my resume very simple, but when I introduced myself, I added a word IoT and ML in my introduction. So he started asking me, what IoT projects have you done till now?
Say what? How did you introduce yourself? What did you say?
I said that my technical interest lies in IoT and ML also, and I have worked on different fields of computer science and like that. So he caught on that point that IoT. So he started asking me questions on 2 of my projects, which I had done in my of this curriculum. So I had one project which was a home automation system. So using your mobile, you can control the fan, light, and all the speed and all. So he was like, how do you control the fan speed? So I said I used a basic resistor which we find in every fan. So he was like, what controls the speed? Is it current or voltage?
Okay.
So he was like too deep into.
All right. So you know all this?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. What controls?
It actually current.
Okay.
So actually I got confused over there because I know that V is directly proportional to I, but I don't know where to put that R.
Okay.
So there's a formula in electrical. V is directly proportional to I, and I guess V equal to IR. So that's the right thing. But I got confused where to put that R. So It was
Alright.
a bit shaky type, but it was okay. I told him the answer, and then he came to my next project of it was a smart jacket. So there was one heating pad and a cooling pad. So he asked, "What is that heating pad? What is that?" I used the Peltier module, so he talked about how it works and all. And then he was asking me about like if this was deployed and if some a customer takes your product, then how would you check if that product is working or not? Like after once it is gone to the customer, it is not in your hand, so you can't go and test it every day, and you can't say how it is. So how will you do that? And like that.
So you were able to answer all that?
Yeah, ma'am, somewhat. Like,
but these thoughts actually came to you when you were doing your project, or it was something totally out of the blue?
The problem statement was given to me actually, so I had to only work on the whatever they had asked me. So it was.
Who gives the problem statement? Don't you only take it and your project is yours, right? Or is it like?
But this was like I did it for my friend. So
okay.
so it was his final year project actually.
Okay.
So
you did it in your third year for him.
Yeah.
All right.
So what happened is he had only so much of requirements, so I did only so much.
Right.
So there was no feedback system and all. Nothing was there. So there was one extra thing, that was temperature sensor.
Okay.
So I caught that point and I explained him how I would.
Okay. All right. Okay. So very interesting. So then what else?
Then he went on with the ML and all. So I had one project which I had mentioned in my resume. That was COVID detection using the X-ray using this one convolutional neural network. So when convolutional neural network came, he started asking me whether it is blank C and then what it is. So I did not know about that, but I told him in a very confident way. So he was like, "Oh, okay. Okay. So you know that, right?"
Okay.
Yeah. So okay.
Right.
So he was like that.
Okay. Now if he sees this, he'll understand. Yeah. Okay. But that's all right because you're already there. So Mayur, how was it for you? I mean, what else?
Yeah, what happened with him in the first round happened with me in the second round.
All
so
right.
it was basically over my resume.
Okay.
So they went on deeply, like whatever I've written, I need to be very sure and confident because I need to be showcasing myself over there. So he asked me questions over what are the projects you have built and why have you come up with these set of projects and how do you think it benefited the people around you or something of that sort.
Yeah.
So I had listed around 6 projects. Wherein
you've done 6. So you're the people do 6 projects? I don't know. Yeah. How many have you done?
I have 4.
4. And there are many people who do up to 6 also.
I had many to showcase, but the resume happens to be filled in one page.
Right.
So yeah, I listed down one of my 6 main projects according to me. So one happened to be the notes website which I have built for my engineering friends actually, wherein I post all the notes. So people can come visit and read for the subjects.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's accessible to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyone within the college, only your classmates or?
No, it's overall. Like even from the other college, people can come.
So even the faculty can actually use it.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Oh, very nice.
And then one more happens to be the engineering calculator, wherein people usually ping me asking, can you calculate my CGPA, SGPA?
Okay.
So I made a website wherein you just enter your marks and it'll do the.
So why didn't you tell us? Because you know what, we can actually, because very few will come to you, but then a lot of people come to us, so we can just use it. I mean, it's open for public.
Yes,
anyone can use it.
Ma'am.
They have to pay something.
Nothing.
No. So please tell. In fact, you know what? You can give the link to your website.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a website or what is it?
Yeah, it's a website.
So we will put it at the end, in the description. Yeah. Not only that, even the notes. So where do you get these notes?
The notes actually teachers around here provided, and then some I get from other colleges. So I kind of go through the notes. So which according to me feels is the best, I put that notes in.
And so there are a lot of people who actually use it. Okay. Oh, very nice. All right. So they answer. So this is very impressive actually. So this is like social service, right? Then what else did they ask?
No, it was completely based on resume. It's just that if you showcase more of your projects, the interview process will go very smoothly because you just have to talk about what you have done.
Yeah.
So apart from that, they'll not go here and there. So keep your resume strong and do projects in your year of engineering.
Yeah. Okay. And anything else in the interview, technical interview?
Yes, ma'am. No, this was about first round.
Okay.
So in second round, for me, it was like based on puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
So they asked me one puzzle where there are 9 balls of similar size and color, and there will be only one odd ball in it, which is heavier than other 9 balls. So you can actually do it in different ways. Like you can divide it into 4, 4, and you can weigh it, or you can divide it into 3, 3, 3, and you can also do it. So 3, 3, 3 is a better way, but I thought he will ask me again, so I went with the I have to improve it.
Yeah.
So I thought I will go with the 4, 4 one. So I divided the balls into group of 4, and there will be one ball extra which will be remaining. So I weigh it and I see if they are equal, then the ball which is remaining is heavier ball. So that is the answer. Otherwise, whichever side is heavier, I again divide it into 2. So there will be 2 balls each, and I will weigh it again. If this side, right side is heavier, then so the heavier ball is lying in the right side. So again I divide it into 2, and I find which is heavier, and that is the answer. So that was like moderate approach, and there is one more which we can divide it into 3.
So that 3, 3, 3 didn't come immediately to you, is it?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Like I knew it, but I have to do the calculation.
Okay.
So that was my problem. So and then but he told it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then he went with one more question where there are 3 bulbs and 3 switches. So this is very popular question. So I knew the answer.
So how do you know these are all these questions? Is there any site where you actually come to know that these are the puzzle questions and all that?
Yeah, ma'am. We can also find it on Geeks for Geeks or the Prep Insta and all. So we can find it out there. And for me, it was like my friends.
Okay.
So we have a group within us. So my friends keep sharing some interesting questions and all. If they find anywhere on the internet, then they share it on the WhatsApp group. So when we find such question, we discuss over there and we come up with some answers. And also that's how I built my like puzzle skills.
Okay, all right. So anything else in your questions during the interview?
Yes, ma'am. He asked me about object-oriented concepts. So he asked me what is a class, what is an object, then what is inheritance and all. So these are the basic questions which come around object-oriented concepts. So everyone must know these questions.
Okay.
So you can go for Prep Insta or something, and there are interview questions on different topics. Like if you go for SQL itself, like if you want to know about SQL, what are the questions, then you can go there and check for SQL interview questions. Then you can find many questions out there. Or you can go for Edureka if you want videos. And you can go for when I went for OS, I don't know much about operating systems. I'm very weak in that subject. So what I do is I go to Prep Insta, I go through their like interview questions, and I prepare for that, just for that.
No, this is for your academics also.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way students also prepare others.
Like for academics, this is not the right approach.
But still, no, it's okay. Yeah. So as long as, because see, if you have cracked GalaxE, that means you know your stuff, right? So that also helps, right?
Previous year questions and all.
Yeah. So at least you will get a generic idea, and then you can work on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
In academics, the questions are always based on previous year questions. So you can, if you are like, if you want around 60% marks and all, then you can go for previous year questions, and that's enough for you.
Okay.
So.
But that's not enough, because when you come to a company, then naturally, it's not for your. Everyone gets a degree anyway. It's not getting a degree. You should get a very good offer, right? So that there you can't get away with that previous year question paper.
So for that, actually you can go for different YouTube channels. Like there's one called Gate Smashers.
Gate Smashers.
Yeah. Gate
Smashers. All right. And that is for which?
He has all concepts about.
This is for academics.
No, ma'am. It's not just for academics. You can even prepare for. Like it's for gate level, but you can
if you know your academics well, naturally your interview is all your academics only, right? Oh, very good.
So and then for C++, I actually use C++. I'm not a Java kind of person. So for C++, I used to use Apna College. There's one YouTube channel called as Apna College. So they have 224 videos, I guess. 227 or 224 videos.
Even you go through that.
Yes.
So all of you know about it.
Yes.
So all the students know or they don't know? Or it's only
Most
one,
of them,
only your small group and
No.
people know that?
It's very popular.
Okay,
YouTube
Apna
channel.
College.
Yeah, Apna
Okay,
College.
oh, very nice.
But the problem is that some concepts out there are difficult. Actually, like if you go through that video, then you might feel it is difficult. But there's one we both actually solved using Stack. So for Stack, I personally went through Aditya Verma. So Aditya Verma is like
The best
the best
for stacks.
for Stack and all.
Okay.
For dynamic programming also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Recursion,
Yeah,
dynamic
recursion and
programming.
all, yeah.
All those important concepts are there. No? He uses only pen and paper, and he explains like superb.
Yeah.
And every problem is like interrelated. So he explains in a sequence. So if you start from first video, you will never know when you ended the last video.
Okay, okay.
So smoothly he goes. So if you refer that one,
Okay.
you will be like a fan of computer science.
So how do you come to know about all this? Is it like your faculty tell or your friends tell, or do you slog it out for a year and then finally get, oh, here it is?
Yeah.
How is it?
Basically, you should have it in your mind that you want to step up. So you will have to go and explore or search for whatever you want to excel in. So when you happen to go through the net, surf some things, and you'll come up with a certain number of search results. So out of that, you'll see the number of views, or maybe how many people are actually wanting to watch this person. So how good of a quality he's providing. So in that scale, we hit into one channel or the other. So after that, we start loving the channel because the explanation happens to be of a top-notch quality.
Yeah. No, but this thing is because YouTube is flooded, right? So to get the right one actually takes maybe 1 year only. Your semester is over and then you finally come to after the exam gets over, and nobody told us.
Yeah.
But I just want to know, the faculty also know. Do they share this with you or or your friends?
They don't know about these channels.
Yeah.
If we go and approach them about academics, then they will give you a lot, so many big list and all. But they don't know about all these things. So you have to explore by yourself.
I think this is more popular among the student community, right? So,
Actually, I got to know about this Aditya Verma about 1 month ago.
Okay.
So if I knew this before, then I would have.
That's why I'm so thankful that you're sharing it now, because this is not like for campus. I know people think this is for campus. Actually, this is for your regular. If you can crack a good company, your academics is already taken care of because you're doing your academics. That's why you're getting. So it's right. The second years, first years, and third years. Please start looking into that. You will enjoy your college and your studies, isn't it?
Yes.
Anything else? Anything that you want to share with your viewers and or the juniors? Anything that you would want to?
I would like to tell, be consistent in performing or putting your time into the right place. It's just that people always want overnight success, which isn't coming that easy to everyone's hand. So you need to try, work hard, put in your effort, and don't think more about the result. So result is going to follow you one day. So just don't stop putting effort. So keep putting in effort. Be persistent.
Yeah. Thank you, Mayur. Thank you so much. Anything? And you didn't share that you are the president of something. No, what is
Yes,
it?
ma'am. I'm the chairperson of ACM Sahyadri.
Okay, he's the chairperson of ACM. Quickly, what is ACM Sahyadri?
ACM Sahyadri is like all of the associations in every college. So we actually help students to understand better about computer science and all. So we are hosting workshops and all about computer science. And you will love the organization.
Okay, so I think if you are there, and it's open to students from outside Sahyadri also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Mangalore region, anybody can.
Only
join.
Mangalore, but not outside. Okay,
No.
so if you're a Mangalorean, is there a link or something? Can you share?
ACM, yeah, ma'am, sure, ma'am. ACM,
we'll
we
put
have
that-
a website also.
We'll put that in the description so that you get to know more about it. Any final tips?
Yes, ma'am. So there's there's a list of problems in Love Bubba. So there are
What, love?
Love Bubba.
Love Bubba.
That's again a YouTube
A
channel.
YouTube channel.
Okay, Bubba is, how do you spell it?
BABBAR, I guess.
Okay.
So there are 450 questions in it. So he has divided into different concepts.
Yes.
So if you can solve around 4 problems, one easy level, start from an easy level, then go through one medium level, one or two medium level, and just one hard level question out of the whole stack. So if you do this, that's enough for you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I have to thank Mayur and Kamath. They've been very. I really enjoyed it because I think there was a lot of stuff which all of you could actually use to become better engineers. And I think when you're a good engineer, naturally cracking becomes very easy. So thank you very much. And it's bye from all of us.